Hey everyone, my name is chaoticwolph and welcome back to Homestuck. We ended Act 6 Intermission 4 with some weird, funny clown business. Good thing we're kind of sort of away from that for now. I don't know. Too much weird stuff happens when Gamzee's around. But, you know, supposedly he's the most important character. I don't know how he's going to come into play here. But for now, let's begin Act 6, Act 5 and get back to our kids. Check out what they're up to. I don't even remember what's the last thing we were doing. I think it was just... they just entered a session? Or something? Is this Titanic music? I wouldn't even know actually because I've never seen Titanic. But this sounds like something. What are you doing, Jake? Is that Jade? Is that your grandma? What? Random sprite coming. What? Is this Solix's ancestor? I'm sorry, dude, what? Why are they acting like the best of buds? I don't remember us meeting. He's just literally here giving us the finger. And we're just acting like best friend. Okay, that was the weirdest thing ever. What is even happening? This clearly looks like a real picture found from the internet or something, and then just draw these things on top of it. What? I don't know. Okay, Jake, examine incoming message. Deeper sigh. When did you have your first sigh? What the hell is this wallpaper? Dude, where are you at, man? I don't know where I'm at. I'm somewhere. Dude, where you at, man? Wait. Is this... this is Jake, right? This is Jake. For like a second there, I was like... really confused for some reason. Anyway, dude, where you at, man? Wait, which computer are you using? I'm not comfortable knowing my words could be hovering over Cage's clownish sort of gaunt face. Well, too late, okay? Could you maybe switch back to Naked Blue Chicks as your exclusive desktop fodder? TIA? But yeah, I don't know if you just want a little solitude, or if maybe you finally just got like a case of Strider fatigue. I could understand that. I mean, not to get all neurotic on you, I'm just saying I get it if that's what's going on. But for real, if you gotta sneak away for a few days, that's cool. Just might be kind of dope if you at least would let me know which planet you scurried off to. And by dope, I guess I mean considerate? Really not trying to be a drag here. Wondering what's up is all. Wanna meet up soon? I found a really promising tomb we could raid. Looks like it runs hella deep. If I got the specs right, could run as deep as the lion's mouth itself. But without all the fucking fire to deal with. Wait, I mean lion's mouth. Gotta underline that key shit. Always forget. Figure it should take a couple days to make it to the bottom. Only a day if we both go limp and just fall the whole way down the stairs, ignoring literally every sage warning we've ever received about those treacherous plummetation zigzags, just tumbling down in a floppy limb trance like a couple of puppets in a race arranged by some drunk gamblers? If you're into another expeditions, head to Low Talk and hit me up. Just don't forget your mask this time. The deeper we go, the worse it gets, remember? Could be some unreal grist down there. More puzzle shit, loads of skeletons? Pack your guns, dog. Well, this was an entirely one-sided conversation. What's going on, dude? Why are you not responding to him? Jake, solicit profound wisdom from your friendly guide. Yeah, I don't know about the friendly guide. They don't seem very friendly. Sigh. What the hell is this? Aerosol Sprite. Aerosol? What? That's like a combination of their like first and last name or something? I don't know. Okay, Aerosol Sprite. No. Oh, hey there, buddy. I nearly forgot you were bobbing about over there, what with my emotional dilemmas. Oh, please. As if that loud, heavy sigh wasn't so obviously directed at getting my take on your shitty, boring boyfriend problems. Was I really so transparent? You're a good man, Mr. Aerosol. A good man with a good heart. I'm lucky to have you as a friend. No, you bloody imbecile. I am not a good man. I don't have a good heart, and I'm not your fucking friend. I think you may be the dumbest living being I have ever encountered. I don't even know why I bother floating down this little grassy gulch to flip you the daily bird. It must be out of my already tortured pan to bother with any of you over-emotional fuckbags. I suppose it's true, you can be a bit of a surly customer. I don't hold it against you though. You have always been a wonderful source of amusement and companionship in this desolate place. Wow, it's cool I amuse you. That really gives meaning to my joke of an existence. I mean, wow, thanks. Sure thing. I'm just not sure who else to talk to about my issues with Dirk. Okay, why don't you give this person a whirl, not me? I'm so conflicted. I've enjoyed our time together and all the adventures we've had over the last few months, but as a paramour, he has been overbearing to say the least. I don't know if I have the gumption to withstand another round of needy overtures. What do you think, Sir Sprite? Should I put the old kibosh on the affair? I hate how you say everything. How can he stand you? Although frankly, that prospect alone sounds arduous. I wouldn't even know what to say to the poor fella. You are my mystical guide on this adventure. What perchance might you advise? Why are you talking like this, Jake? No wonder he can't stand you. Alright, you want some red rum console? Well, here you go. I'm of the mindset that when you have a rock solid piece of ass tied to the dock, you don't bloody well tug the knot loose and shove the fucker off with the heel of your boot. But then another part of me just wonders what the fuck I just said there? Like, that was just such a weird sociopathic thought I had. I honestly had no idea how bad I could possibly feel about myself until I became myself, if that makes sense. That I mean, kind of, but not really. Your bro has feelings to consider. He's not some slice of grub steak. Why are you consulting with me? I'm a disaster. No, I'm a disaster that shit its emotional pants with thick liquid catastrophe, so don't even come near me. Oh, Mr. Aerosol, you are in rare form today. Fuck you, Jake. I'm not funny. I have no actual clue why you think I'm so funny, so piss off. I should have exploded myself the moment he spawned me. Every day I'm wondering why I haven't blown myself up yet. One time I think I almost did. Then I just thought, meh. I think the truth is deep down, I must love suffering. Just like you and what his face and your train wreck of a matesprit ship. Stop, my sides. Your act is too rich. Thanks, buddy. This is cheering me up at least a little. Shut up. Oh, and you know what else is flipping bullshit? This hoax that you're implying there's no one else to talk to about this. Talk to a member of your own fucking species for a change. What about Crocker? Try ruining her day with your wishy-washy rubbish. You're right, I really should catch up with Janie. It's been a while since we spoke. It does seem like more and more I'm the one to get in touch with her. I do hope she hasn't tired too badly of listening to my problems. The last thing I want is to give the impression that everything revolves around my various romantic hurdles. Well, I think she's avoiding talking to you because she feels hella awkward. Revolve around? It's a bit late for that, Jake. Your flush quadrant is a black hole and we are all being dragged screaming through its event horizon. Just talk to Jane and never fucking look at me again for the rest of your life. I'm leaving. Hey, here's one for the road. Ah, there she blows. Your favorite finger of all. You sure do love showing that one to people. It's actually become a vaguely comforting gesture. You know what you've done, Jake? You've totally ruined the act of flipping people off. It was the one joy I had left. I hope you're happy. Boy howdy. Yeah, he's happy. The hell is this? Some kind of weird Dragon Ball. What the hell? Happy birthday, Janie. Fuck. What? Are you drunk again, Roxy? Wait, who wrote that? Who are all these weird sprites here? What? Jake, Pester Jane. Is that a radio? I don't know who any of these people are. Hey, G-Cat's here. Wait, is that G-Cat under the influence of the Empress? Jane, answer. She's still got that weird mustache on. Gogata's Terror GT began pestering Gutsy Gumshoe GG. Greetings! Oh, hello Jake. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Not really? Roxy and I are just setting a few things up here. Ah, I see. I would be happy to message you again later if it would spare you any inconvenience. No, it's fine. It's really nice to hear from you, actually. I was starting to worry you might have forgotten. Forgotten? Oh no. Forgotten what now? Did you forget it's her birthday? Deepest sigh. Never mind. Wait, don't tell me. Is it a tomb? Or a crypt? Or some such? Are you preparing for another Gris-seeking expedition? Oh shit, did you schedule my assistance for the raid and I forgot all about it? No, Jake. We didn't need your help raiding a tomb, but thanks for thinking of us. I don't know what this coolest pair of damsels would do without you. Blast. Well, what in the name of Willie Howard Taft's great tub choking bottom could I be forgetting then? This is going to drive me crazy. Can you give me a hint? Yes, it has to do with the day I was born, which was almost exactly 16 years ago. Of course, your birthday. Did you get Roxy's invitation? It was my understanding that she gave you and Dirk notice weeks ago. Yes, that's right. Now I remember. The day sure snuck up on us quick, didn't it? Shh, sorry, you know how things can slip my mind. The gourd on my shoulders isn't the steel trap it used to be. You're 16, dude. How bad can it be? Nothing like the well-oiled puzzle buster you've got up there. Well, damn. Looks like the egg monster took quite the spirited dump on my face this time. Jake, what? I feel so dumb. I'll be right over. Well, if you recall, the party is actually tomorrow? Like I said, we're just setting a few things up. Roxy is putting up some decorations. I baked the cake. You were, of course, free to join us early too. I just thought since I hadn't heard from you in quite some time, you have better things to do. You baked a cake for your own party? Yeah, so? I don't know, something seems amiss about that. Isn't that against tradition or inviting bad luck or something? But I guess it makes sense since you love baking cakes. It's like a present you give to yourself. Jake, what was it you actually wanted? Oh, I just wanted to get your advice on some stuff. But since I've been a heel and forgotten about your party, maybe I shouldn't bother you with that? So 16 big ones, huh? The old sweet 16. Last one of us to notch the vaunted one, sixer. It's a big step. I knew you'd make it. I always said I believed in you, didn't I? Just kidding. The inexorable nature of time's passage virtually assured you would get that old, so you didn't really have anything to do with it. I mean, not that I don't still believe in you, I do. Literally, what the hell, Jake? I can't even read her expression anymore. She's like so tired of this shit or something. I can't believe it's already been... how long? What, like a year already since we entered? Holy moly, where does the time go? It's been more like 5 months. Oh, well that's still a pretty long time. I have to admit it's been a longer stint than I expected. Certainly one involving more downtime than I would have guessed. I really thought we would have been treated to more action, what being legendary players of a mysterious cosmic game. But no, it seems the primary duty of the so-called nobles is to wait around twiddling our thumbs. I am really beginning to wonder when these fabled heroes will arrive, and are they really going to be those we have been led to believe? I sure hope so. I so love to meet my pen pal, dear old departed grandma, but as a feisty youngster, what a hood, I can't even say that word, what a hoot that'll be, and you with your pop-pop. Let's not forget about him, not to mention the young Strider and a lot of relatives. I bet they're a barrel of laughs. I met them once, but I was too shy to say anything. Then I got into a fight. Did I ever mention that, Jane? Did Jake always talk like this? I feel like you've regressed quite some, a lot since the last time we've met. Yes, many times. Not to say it's been all downtime and doldrums. Exploring has been great. Finding treasure, solving riddles, becoming better friends? I wouldn't trade that for anything. And maybe we are getting close to something big happening regardless. Every day it seems like more and more undead creatures crawl from out of the shadows, bigger ones and stronger ones. Does their presence herald something worse coming? Just as the legends indicate our presence heralds something better. I just wish we could actually kill the fucking things. Even the little ones can absorb so much damage before yielding any spoils. Remember, Jane? Remember at the start how we kept trying to kill them? We were all gang up on like an imp skeleton for an hour, just clobbering it repeatedly, knocking its bones down, waiting for it to reassemble, and keep coming at us, only to finally be rewarded with a shitty pittance of grist. But I guess the silver lining was it forced us to explore the ruins more often and scavenge for loot there, so I think we've learned a lot more this way. But it sure makes resources hard to come by, having to get them exclusively from chests and whatnot. Sometimes I wonder if we've been missing out on a really rewarding part of the game by neglecting to build up our houses. Makes you wonder. But it just costs so much. Better to stick to making more practical stuff, don't you think? Sometimes I wonder if the heroes had the same problems in their game. Do you think they found an easier way to kill skeletons? Were they just as shameless as us when it came to splurging our precious grist on swanky new duds? Did the same enigmatic bard haunt their game? And if so, which hilarious dead trolls did he throw into the flashy bombs? Oh my god. That's why there's so many dead troll sprites? Because of this asshole? Oh my god. Mr. Aerosol tells me he knows many things about the heroes because he saw them in action when he was alive, but he won't tell me a thing about them. These troll sprites sure do love keeping their secrets, don't they? Heh. That's nice, Jake. I'm kind of busy though. What did you actually want to talk to me about? Actually, why don't we just talk about it tomorrow? Okay, we can talk about that if you insist. Really, Jake, you sure know how to twist a fella's arm. I just wanted to get your take on what you might call my own personal ultimate riddle. It involves Dirk. Look at her face. She's just like, I don't want to deal with this. You don't say. It's true. I haven't seen him in a couple of days. I have been laying low for a while, but I just received another series of pushy inquiries from him. Maybe I shouldn't be too hard on the guy since he was probably just concerned, not having heard from me at all, but I still couldn't help but detect a tone of desperation, like he could sense I may be having doubts. This kind of thing has been all too common, unfortunately. I'm not sure it's going to work anymore. He can be so needy. Jake, the irony here. If only he could just relax and trust that I won't spontaneously tire of his company. I feel like you already tire of his company. Although the irony, I guess, is that his overbearing tendencies are beginning to fulfill his own paranoid prophecy. It's such a shame. We've had so many capital adventures together. I don't know why he has to be like this. He always was an intense fella. But in person? Holy cow. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that he grew up alone in the middle of the ocean, and now he doesn't know how to deal with people without suffocating them. But then again, I grew up under similar circumstances, and I think I turned out pretty much okay socially. Yeah, I don't know about that, Jake. At least I hope so. Do you think so, Jane? Yeah, I don't know. Is she regretting liking him now? Does she still like him? That's the real question. Actually, it just occurred to me. It's funny he didn't mention your party in his text. I'm sure he wouldn't have forgotten. He never forgets anything, what with all his calculations and his computerized brain, both figurative and literal. I wonder what his game was. He invited me on an expedition without mention of your party as a potential conflict. If he says I could use some space, perhaps he was concerned that if we both showed up to the party, it would be awkward? Or maybe he didn't want to mention he was going to the party in case it would spook me away from attending? Do you see, Jane? This is what his endless machinations do to you. Anything he says could be part of some grand, convoluted scheme, and it just makes you agonize and boggle and wonder until your brain hurts, and you just know it's a battle you can't win. Know what I mean, Jane? Do you think I should just bite the bullet and end it? It's probably the right thing to do. Boy, am I not looking forward to that conversation though. It's going to be a doozy. What did I get myself into here? I think I've made a lot of mistakes, honestly. Not the least of which was getting his shitty tattoo. You should have done that, dude. It's a very shitty tattoo. Now that I think about it. Yes, I know we all thought it was a riot at first. I guess it still is, maybe? But lately I've been wondering if It might not have been an act of sound judgment. Can you believe that, Jane? I don't know. It's a real pickle I'm in here, but I do feel better just being able to get it off my chest. You're such a good friend, Jane. Always ready to listen to my relationship woes. What a trooper. A real trooper. Her eyes twitching there. She's reaching her breaking point. It never ceases to amaze me how excellent you are at this friendship business. Where would we all be without you? In a way, you really have been the glue holding us all together on our adventure. Gosh, you're a stand-up gal. And which actually reminds me of another thing that's been bugging me about Dirk. He can often be almost hilariously self-absorbed. Don't even get me started on when he starts going off on these long monologues about his philosophical gobbledygook. I'm not sure he actually has much of a filter when it comes to what others regard as interesting points of conversation. Not to rag on the guy too hard, but I guess at times I would just like to see a little more self-awareness from him is all. Jake, did I tell you what happened on our last expedition together? Jake, I can't remember if I mentioned. Oh man, but thinking back on what happened, it's even more ridiculous in retrospect. Where do I begin? Jake! What? Shut up! Huh? Shut up! Did I say something wrong? Yeah, like all that stuff you just said. Oh, you ruined the cake. Jake, please, stop talking. I don't... Jake, I said shut up. What? Just shut the fuck up! Ay caramba, what in tarnation is the matter, Jane? What's the matter? What's the matter? I am sick and fucking tired to death of your insufferable, blithering bullshit. Clearly she must not like him anymore, right, at this point? Whoa there, you seem really worked up. Maybe we should just calm down and talk this through like sensible adults? Also, you're going kind of heavy on the caps there, aren't you? Sort of makes it seem like you're shouting. Just saying. I am shouting! There are literal shouts of anger coming out of my actual mouth, and they are directed at you. Yikes. Well, okay then. Can you tell me why you're so upset with me? Is it because I forgot your birthday party? Because I do feel awful about that. Oh my god, why are you so clueless? I can't stand it. Really, I feel like a tool about forgetting. You know how I am, I forget stuff. I mean, shucks buster. If I knew how to make it up to you, I would. If it ameliorates matters any, I am sighing pretty much the shuckiest buster of contrition I can manage. It's not about my birthday. The fact that you forgot certainly doesn't help, but that's not it. See? You just don't get it. Oh, and could you please stop saying shucks buster? Shucks buster was my thing and you stole it. I thought shucks buster was sort of our thing? No, it was my thing, but I allowed it to be our thing back when you used to give a shit, but now it's just mine and you can't have it anymore. Okay, I suppose I could go with Shoot Buddy or Fudge Jr.? Or maybe forgo an analogous catchphrase altogether, heh. But I clearly stepped in a big time with you and I really like to know what I did. Jake, let me ask you, do you even remember the last time we talked? Wasn't it a few days ago? No, try a few weeks ago. And even then, you messaged me just to talk about some stupid shit that happened with Dirk. A tedious gesture which you then saw fit to reprise on my birthday of all days, whilst considerately forgetting about it? And even when I reminded you about it, you still barged ahead with your self-indulgent relationship claptrap anyway? I didn't realize it was so long ago. Sorry about that. Again, all I can say is, where does the time go? I guess I have trouble keeping up with everything I'm supposed to, which it would seem includes personal relationships as much as calendars. I'm not much of a leader of people, not like you are, Jane. I think when it comes to adventuring, maybe I'm more of a solo act, which now that I think about it, might be contributing to my problems with Dirk. Maybe that's part of the reason why I needed some space. Oh, brother, there I go again blustering about my problems. I guess I see what you mean? But really, if you wanted to talk sooner, then why didn't you get in touch with me? It feels as though I'm always the one to say hello to you lately. Yeah, that's because every single time we chat, you do nothing but talk about yourself. You never ask me how I'm feeling or what I've been up to. You just launch into your romantic problems and I just listen like an accommodating fool as always, so I just stopped bothering. Why should I subject myself to that repeatedly? You might actually be the most thoughtless, self-centered person I have ever met. I can't believe I used to feel... Huh? Used to feel what? Jake, has it ever occurred to you how it must feel for someone to listen to her friend go on and on about his boyfriend problems when all along she just couldn't say it because she blew it and it was too late to... I don't even know why I'm bothering to explain this to you. Never mind. Now hold the phone. Jane, I think I may finally understand what's been going on here. In retrospect, I can't believe I've been this blind. You're right. I really can be deplorably thick sometimes. Looking back, I can see how many of our conversations must have been torment for you. You really should have told me how you felt sooner. I have a feeling Jake thinks she likes Dirk. I knew it. Yeah, I know. If you told me you had the hots for Dirk, I would have backed off without another word. What are friends for? Clearly not understanding each other. You like the wrong person, man. He's very dense. You should pick someone. Well, there's not much choice to pick, but you should still pick someone else. Wait, did I say something dumb again? God darn it. I think maybe something is getting lost in translation over our respective chat clients. Maybe we should wait until tomorrow and just clear the air face to face at your party. No, you aren't coming to my party. Oh, come on, Jane, be a sport. You aren't coming to my party because there isn't going to be a party. Go raise some tunes with your boyfriend, go make out with him or break up with him, or whatever it is your fickle, selfish heart desires. I am at the end of my rope with you. I am fed up with your stupid movies and your stupid adventures and your stupid old-timey charms and your stupid dashing good looks. Who needs any of it? I say, Jane, before you do anything rash, oh, will you please just... Shut the fuck up, Buster. Poff. She's had enough of your bullshit. You didn't need to break your headset for that though, but you know. Jane, yo, Janie? You okay there? I will be peachy fucking keen once I stomp this novelty mustache headset into oblivion and not a moment sooner. Wait, that mustache came with a headset? That's quite a headset. Janie, that ain't a reasonable thing you said. On contraire, I believe you will find that once this piece of shit has been reduced to subatomic particles, we will all come out smelling like fucking roses. Jane, stop it. You're upset and Fafetta. What the freaking hell is that? Just think of Fafetta is all I'm asking. Poor Fafetta. Fafetta Sprite. What the freaking hell is that? Are these... Oh god. Their bizarro names is because they are two trolls, isn't it? Freaking Gamzee or his ancestor are real freaks throwing two trolls into the sprites. Wait, so who the hell is Fafetta? Is Fafiri and Nepeta? Why? What's happening? Oh my god. Oh, poor Fafetta, my sweet patootie. You and I both know Fafetta has had to deal with garbage from jerk-off boys before, so don't give me this poor Fafetta crap. Hello, yeah, my girl Fafetta knows what's up. She's been around the D-bag block a time or two. Am I right, Fafetta? Fafetta can only talk in emojis, apparently. Shit, yes, give me a pop bump. Bump. Jay, you want in on this action? Come give us a fistful of sugar. Complete the 3-way for max girl power plus solidarity against dumb dudes. Janie, geez, don't leave us hanging here. Sigh, fine. Jane, that was the piss poorest pop bump I've ever seen. That was like a negative bump. We're going to have a bump long and hard into the night to dig us out of this fucking bump hole you dug us into. With that tragic bump, that bump was like Shakespearean. Makes me want to weep softly and leave a bouquet somewhere. Someone plays a sad trumpet in the distance. Look, Fafetta just sniffled a little at how sad that bump was. Shh! Okay, God, was just trying to cheer you up. Take your mind off whatever the hell that was. You weren't serious about calling off the party, were you? Here, let me just get the chest guys to help put the table back on the roof and maybe salvage the cake out of that sand dune over there. And nope, the chest guys just finished eating it. Let's just bake another cake. No, I was serious. I'm not in the mood for a party anymore. So it sounds like you got jaked. Well, yes, that is the face of a girl who just got English with extreme prejudice. He was a blockhead and forgot your birthday, didn't he? I'm sorry, Jade. Yeah, me too. Can we maybe not rehash the whole terrible conversation though? Yeah, we don't have to. Just maybe try not to hold whatever dumb shit he said against him forever. That's just how the guy is. It's like he doesn't mean to be a douche, but it's just kind of a byproduct of the whole ridiculous Jake English experience. Like his dunk-ass shenanigans leave behind a residue that looks like douche and tastes like douche, but it ain't the real thing. Like douche substitute. I can't believe it's not douche. I'm just trying to say not terrible things about him in hopes you don't start hating each other, but I guess this isn't what you want to hear now. Sad face from Jane. So yeah, I guess Jake's dumping Dirk soon? Haha, like the rating wasn't so on the wall with those two from day one. Poor Dirk. I wanted to say something to prepare him for that, but never had the heart to bring it up, I guess. What can you do? Hey, but the silver lining is, I mean, if you can't forgive him for shitting on your B-Day and stuff, maybe this is finally your chance to make a play for the J-Man. I would kind of encourage her not to do that. I just don't think it's gonna work out. Also, is Roxy like totally sober now? Everything she says is so coherent, man. And then more, I think that's encouragement from Fafetta. For Fairy plus Nepeta. Roxy, please. As if that isn't the furthest thing from my mind right now, I am so done with that whole train of thought. So you really think you're just completely over him? Yes, siree. If Jake's the rainbow, then just call me a little house from Kansas. Wee! Wait, really? As if like you don't give a shit if he dates anybody? Or... I see! Interesting. Is it though? Wait, what? What are you saying, Roxy? You want to date him? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Nothing. It was a joke. Was it really? Okay, maybe not a total joke, but still mostly a joke. I'm only trying to, I don't know. Roxy, I get you're saying to make me feel better, but a lot of things you're saying here aren't really helping. Do you even realize what you're saying half the time? I think I liked you better when you were drinking. Well, I don't know how I feel about that, but she's sober and she's coherent now. Jay, no, don't say that. I had a problem. Well, at least she admits she had a problem. That's how you get well. First step is admitting you had a problem. Okay, yeah, I was way out of line there, and I'm sorry. That stupid conversation with Jake just pushed me over some kind of edge, and now I am feeling really, really distraught. This game is so much more depressing than I thought it would be. Everything is dead and empty and full of graves, and all we're supposed to do is just keep waiting and waiting and waiting? But for how much longer? And I still don't know where my dad is. And you still haven't been able to reach Calliope. And what if they're both... And now on top of all that, I may have permanently destroyed my friendship with Jake. And now? I just want to be alone. Jane, wait! I have to go. Where are you going? Jane, abscond. Well, whatever the hell she's going, that's a very nice abscond. That was so fast. Did you see that? Oh, the last scamper you've wrote, nice abscond. It was also fast. Home! Wait, what do you mean you're going home? What do you mean? Why did she just go to sleep? What the hell? Good lord. All my friends are being disasters. Well, looks like it's just us. Party night with G-Cat and Fafetta. Fafetta? Oh, dang it. Hey, you know I could have used some support there. Where was all that profound shipping expertise when we really needed it? Usually I can barely shut you up, girl. Maybe you just clammed up at all the drama? You would have loved that pun. The one I just said about the clams. Now we have to do sea puns and cat puns. Scritch scritch purr glub. It's a water cat. It's okay. You had enough drama in your lives. You deserve some rest. Good night, sweet princess. Still really weird what happened here. Why? Clearly, this is Gamzee's work here, and he threw, like, pairs of trolls into all their freaking sprites. You know, except for Tavros and Friska, who just... it was probably Friska, who just decided to explode themselves. So everyone else has, like, a pair of troll sprites, apparently. It's very chaotic, dude. I don't know why this is all happening. So, G-Cat. I guess that just leaves the two of us. Wow, this is great. You gonna behave yourself? Not do anything too, vexing or Cheshire catty, I hope? Yeah, I don't trust G-Cat, man. Okay, yeah. Pretty sure they're still under control. Oh, motherfuck. The hell? They just teleport you to Durst? Why? That can't be good. Those are big ass horns. Okay, yeah. This has been one terrible mistake after another. What is she up to? Jane Ali Audi. Jane Ali Innie to save your friend, goddammit. This is what she meant by going home? I guess that was Roxy's house? Giant skull monster here. More giant skull monsters? Wait. You? What? What's happening? Jane, answer. Undying Umbrage. Oh wow, you finally got your color, right? Undying Umbrage, you began jeering. Gutsy Gumshoe, GG. Cracker. Hey, it's me. Remember me? What the? More Tumut. Double middle finger times. Oops, no. Hold shift. Nostalgically. Okay, lowercase Tumut. Yes. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You are the absolute last person I want to hear from right now. And the bottom of that list is pretty competitive territory at the moment. Don't be like that, you stupid earth cow. How are we supposed to be becoming friends if you've recoiled from my olive branch? I don't think I want to become friends with you. Like I'm flailing a withered mummy's severed limb in your direction. This is a rehash of someone else's conversation. I forgot who though. I don't want us to become friends. We all thought you were gone for good, and we liked it that way. Please don't tell me you found a second wind of petty trolling in you. Hey, I don't troll, I jeer. Get it right. Trolling is for losers. Losers specifically, who are trolls. Whatever, and what's with the ugly green text? Reading your malformed sentence fragments was unpleasant enough as it was. I borrowed it from my sister, and shut up, it looked great. And it's no uglier than you, who I can see from now with ease, for the record. Whom? You can see, moron? And no you can't. Calliope said you couldn't see us at all in our game session, so I think you're lying. Am I really? Well, right now I am looking at a homely female in dumb blue pants, sulking in a grey place, typing on a computer with a strange human face? Oh, dear God. Why? My power has grown considerably since I last jeered you. You mean you got a new supercomputer now? I guess that power has grown. I have made remarkable strides on my sacred journey toward important adulthood on this bullshit planet which used to be your home. I have found many keys and unlocked many holes, and now I can see more and learn more than you could ever fucking dream. How wonderful for you. I don't care how all-seeing and all-powerful you think you are. If your intent is to waste my time with more of your pitiful bullying, you are out of luck. Because that is exactly not the sort of crap I am in the mood for today. Toodaloo! Wait, I think I got off on the wrong foot. How about we... No, that went off and start over. How about we not? I was trying to pay you a compliment. Dude, you are so awful at everything. My people aren't meant to like anybody, get it? I mean, not the way humans do. We don't have the human emotion called... What the hell is that? Love... What? Love... I don't know how the end of that crap is. And we spontaneously start mashing keys when we are forced to even type the word. Okay. All our relationships are dictated by the miracle of hatred, so when I use bad words toward you, that's just me saying things to try to know you better. Like, socially, you'll be... What the hell are you just key smashing? As a shudder, a friend, and key smash. So when I say you're ugly, which you factually are, I mean that from my perspective of being normal and not a shitty alien, to say that you are actually attractive in an unpleasant way to my brain. Nope, that makes very little sense. Fuck, try using your supposedly better smartness than mine and think somewhat laterally about like fucking cultures that isn't yours, you dumb bitch. Yes, I see it all too clearly now. You're really quite the charmer. No, come on! Dumb bitch is another great compliment, in the same vein as that which I just described in the term of endearment. I used to talk about girls who in my view have managed to avoid being utterly beneath my personal acknowledgement. This isn't complicated. So you're actually trying to claim that you find me attractive from the alleged bad means good point of view of your hate-driven species? Definitely. I'm not joking around, Cracker. I've unlocked a bunch of your screens and spent a lot of time watching you while thinking just the dirtiest dots. Hee ha. Okay. Ew, you pig! The other female too. Let's not forget your squat's backup bitch. How nasty is she? Just so foul. And the things you get up to with one another. Oh my. Need I even cite the altercation with your puffy slumber loaves? Excuse me? My compliments in particular on your colorful oh gross. On your colorful undergarments? While bouncing up and down on the soft human sarcophagus? Oh, that's just great. The one time we had a generic girly pillow fight and it turns out some pervert was watching us, I think I need a shower. Assuming I could ever take one again in peace. Don't worry, you can't. But seriously, Jane, can I call you Jane? Bitch, listen, you're one grody harlot, which means good. Parentheses bad. Things to me, just let's remember. When I unlocked you, I don't know, maybe I've changed? Or maybe just you, since you turned older? But you've really filled out since I last saw you before. What? Really? Dude, don't converse with him. He's like the grossest. Ugh. So gross. Hell yes, I do enjoy a meaty bitch with a little clot. What do you mean exactly by clot? Oh, I think you know. When physical portions of the bitch kind of jut out exuberantly? Do you mean why am I even having this conversation? I just have a weak spot for the above average half of your parts, which wobble the most. Now do something nauseating for me to watch. I want to see a tawdry act of hardcore schmoz. See that rock over there? Pretend it is the other insolent bitch. Act a little nervous with your idle hand. Graze one of your more bulbous locations incidentally. Then ask the rock if it wants to fall in love. Ooh. Why is he so gross? I hate all these conversations I have to read of you. Jane, just close the conversation. What? No, are you insane? I don't care where you are or whatever the hell it is you unlocked to spy me. You aren't allowed to sit there all day leering at my boobs. Your what? My... What? Wait, what were you talking about? I'm pretty sure you were talking about them boobs. No, tell me what those things you said are. I'm so enticed. Screw you. Tell me what you were getting at with all that... the stuff about clot and my bulbous locations. I was just saying, my taste prefers when the buxom shrew's physique puts a healthy dent in space-time. That sentence made no sense. Space-time? I like how salty it is when a bitch grows out of her skeletal face. What? And her frame really begins to challenge the horizontal dimensions. What? When the female rump... Okay, so he's up an ass. When the female rump starts getting more mileage out of its whiteness attribute, more bang for its boombuck, it excites me better. When bitches punish the ground with each megalithic footstep. Shut up, I'm not fat. What the hell? Jane, bitch, I have new orders. You will strip to the scanty pair of party pants and the cloth chest piece which you wear under those plain rags. Then find a naughty patch of mud and roll around in the mud like an earth pig, flaunting for me your slippery and swollen porcine physicality. Why am I reading this sexual harassment chat log? Jane, just close the conversation. And maybe grunt some decadent poems through your snout about some shitface you adore. Ooh, yes, that would be wretched. Go fuck yourself. Wait, don't shut me out. Remember what I said about our different cultures or whatever. Have a fucking open mind, Jane. I made you a present for your birthday, whatever that actually is. See how I'm making an effort to understand your customs? Meet me half of the goddamn way. Oh, cripes, what is it? A sublime artistic portrait? Remember how I said my power was growing with each day? This applies as well to my prowess as a draftsman. Oh goodness, no, you poor delusional thing. I don't care what progress you think you've made, you will never be a good artist, dear. Horse shit, my illustration is stunning. It is nearly a photographic representation of your audience milkshake. Now park the industrial load of freight you declare at bottom and feast your eyes on my fucking excellence. It's gonna be horrible, I just know it. Jane, is this you? It's not bad, I mean, fat, ugly whore. At least he got a, that's a really good circle, you can't deny that, you know? Grown. I believe I have chosen the perfect shape for you. It is described in certain circles knowledgeable of the arts as a circle. I am very pleased with how faithfully it has captured the obscene rotundity of your magnificent carriage, truly a splitting image of the cracker bitch. Now listen carefully, you may learn something. The masterpiece aficionado will notice how I achieved this highly advanced and difficult shape. What most gifted artisans will tell you is that circles are basically fucking impossible to draw. Trust me, it's like a paradox. A shape without angles? What? So I fucking cheated. I navigated the irrational perimeter by making a lot of easily understandable, totally logical marks, forming a whole bunch of little right angles. The cheating part happens when I do this a lot, so it goes in a round direction. This one came out well, I think, but there's room to improve. I've theorized that if I keep making bogus circles like this, while drawing more and more angles, but smaller, so small that you can't seeing them, that the illusion of the circle will be complete, and people will believe in the fake circle, like a bunch of suckers. I bet nobody has thought of that circle strategy. I think I'm the first at this idea, and the best at it already. Why are you such a cheater, man? You cheat at everything? Like, always like that. Technically, it's not cheating. It's cheating, okay? People think I'm dumb, especially the voice in my head, and they may be right about me being dumb, but when it comes to a special way I do things, which is always actually the perfect way, I am a genius. A genius at cheating? I know, it's so annoying. Just close the damn conversation, Jane. That is the most pointless and incomprehensible load of drivel I have ever read. Your portrait is every bit as abysmal as I was expecting, and for the last time, I am not fat! I think your claims of attraction to heavy-set women, which you present as flattery, is an obvious ruse to get me to feel insecure about my appearance, and it isn't going to work. Oink! Shut your stupid face! Ugh, this birthday is so awful, I can't stand it. Why is everyone treating me like shit today? What did I do to deserve this? You were... Wait, what's the conjugation associated with human birth? Is it human borf? You were human borf? Shut up! I'm done humoring your perverted adolescent mind games. Tell me what happened to Calliope. Calliope, we want you back. I know, I want you back too. He's so annoying. Please come back and spare us from this lecherous nincompoop. Calliope, why doesn't this work? Saying her name only wakes her up, if she's alive, so your hug face can snort the dirty syllables all at once. Hell, I will even give you a hand. Calliope, wake up, sis. Haha, whoops, she can't. The bitch is dead. I don't believe you. No, it's true. I got somebody to stab her a lot. Then I stole her blood from my letters. No, that can't be true. I refuse to believe even you would do something so terrible. There's so much capitalized stuff here. There's so much shouting here. Jane, bitch, your preposterous female emotions are going earth bananas again. Settle down and listen to boy reason. Do not make me demonstrate the veracity of my facts yet again. That saccharine tramp is such a goner, she's never coming back. Just like your dapper human guardian. What? What do you know about my father? Where is he? He's fucking dead is where? You're lying again. Tell me what you know. God, I'm trying to. My facts are having difficulty penetrating your hysterical attitude. Listen to me very close. He was captured by an agent soon after you began your quest. He was then put in jail on Durst. Okay, so he's on Durst then. Bitch, you aren't paying attention. Do you know anything about the prison system on Durst? It isn't like the soft time you do on Prospect. I bet you never spent any time in the joke they call a slammer there, let alone on Durst. And I suppose you have? I was not very well behaved. I did more than my share of time, chained to the wall of a cell. Hee, like I wasn't so used to that. I was like, do your worst. And then they did. Thirsites do not treat their prisoners good, to say the least. I was only able to survive the brutality due to my exceptional constitution, and even to some extent, my ability to enjoy anguish, okay? But your pathetic, frail human dad is a different story. There's no doubt at all that he is dead by now. No, Dad is like super strong. I don't believe he's dead, okay? I have faith. No, don't say that. Shut up. I don't believe it, man. I don't think Dad is dead, okay? Dad kicked all those imps' asses and he only died because, you know, Jack was super strong. So this Dad should be the same, and I believe he's still alive. You really should believe me. I have unlocked many of his screens just like yours. You should see how they treated him. The horror he experienced must be difficult for a human girl to imagine. Perhaps I should capture one of the visuals and show you firsthand. You bastard, I said shut up. His agony was magnificent and very long-lasting. You see, he was a VIP, a very important prisoner. so they gave him special treatment. Under such cruel circumstances, I believe he would have traded his favorite hat for a swift end to his hilarious suffering. Stop it. But it was so wonderful and great to watch. Between your father's demise and his daughter's epic posterior, looming large on my video displays, I really must thank your entire family for hours of scandalous enjoyment. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Good God, Jane, just destroying all your stuff today. Fuck you, he's not dad. My dad's fine, I'm not fat, and I hate you. I'm never talking to you again, and stop watching me! Ah, let's hope we don't talk to him again. He's so annoying. Jane, keep absconding. Nice abscond times 2 combo. Man, you're just having the worst birthday ever. Sad job. Aw. No. I feel like I gotta believe Dad is still alive. I feel like I gotta believe. DD, examine sleazy Durslite rag. Let's see what's in the news today. Does that say Jane? Don't know. Oh, it says jailgate. Okay. The Inquiry Carapation Jailgate, Day 153. Why is there a day on there? Diplomatic Gridlock, White Shell Mendacity at all-time high. What? No surprise here, the ARC agent is dominating the headlines yet again. Already approaching day 154 of this debacle, it's a big day for your kingdom. Hard to believe it's here already. Time sure flies when you're being smooth and well-dressed. The article covers the usual tedious politics surrounding the negotiation of his release. After weeks of posturing and grandstanding, Prospect's terms have been bargained down to a polite apology signed by the Countess herself. Really? That's all it takes? Or those were the terms you were last aware of. You checked to see if there have been any further developments. Yeah, just as you thought. She refused those terms. Prospect then countered with a new offer. The apology no longer has to be polite. Prospect, come on, have some backbone. No way she cottons to that proposal either. It's quite obvious to you what's going on here. The White Queen was never really taking this negotiation seriously. She has been submitting frivolous proposals, which she knows perfectly well the Countess will refuse on principle, daring her in front of the whole kingdom to swallow just an ounce of pride to get her agent back. This makes her look petty in the tabloids if she refuses, which was always inevitable, because as everyone knows, a queen is a vain creature, even alien sea queens. And you thought the kingdoms were locked in a stalemate before new management took over. Oh, why do you have so much... Wait, is that money? The press has run the story so far into the ground, you can barely bring yourself to keep up with it anymore. Sensationalism at its finest. Not that you're really itching to see Noir get his old job back. Talk about a high-strung boss. The time and the clink should do him good, like a forced vacation, with accommodations nearly on par with a 5-star hotel on Durst. Frankly, things run much smoother around here without him blowing a gasket every other day. Though you will say you could really use his expertise as a pencil pusher. You never knew anyone who could file paperwork quite like Noir. Sure, he complained bitterly about his desk job, but in truth, he was always a reluctant savant of bureaucratic procedure and red tape. Now you're getting buried in all these damn tax forms? Is that what those are? And parking tickets? Maybe you should have him shuttled to his jail cell on Prospect so he can catch up. You have a feeling the Prospician authorities would be willing to oblige. Actually, that's such a good idea, you can't believe you didn't think of it sooner. You will have to get the drill on that pronto. DD, observe nobles. You step over to your cubicle of fenestrated walls, which you had replaced since the prince trashed the old ones. You order the droll to sneak off to one of their worlds and whip up some fresh ones, with a few alchemical upgrades while he was at it. Are you saying they used the kids, you know, the alchemy stuff crap to make these? The droll isn't really the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's certainly the most versatile. Also the most eager to please. If you have to watch his happy umbrella dance one more time, you swear to God. That was a black day for Durst. When the prince went rogue? Well, not rogue. That's a bad choice of words. Why did the damn moon girl have to be a rogue? Corners you into that pun every time, and it wasn't really a black day either per se. Since on Durst a black day is actually a good day, everyone's a pretty big fan of black around these parts. The point is, everything went to shit. You like to think you taught those seditious brats a lesson though? What with the miles? Their inescapability? Etc, etc. And it's a good thing you taught them a lesson when you did, because the next day the Khandas had new orders for all agents. Engaging the nobles was thereafter strictly forbidden. No more sabotage, assassination attempts, any of that good stuff. Not until the heiress wriggling day, then all bets are off. Who's the heiress, and what's a wriggling day, you ask? The heiress is the maid. Okay, you said. And her wriggling day? That's just her birthday, but phrased in alien, like the anniversary of the day she was spawned, with cake and all that jazz. Come on, use your brain. Alright, got it, you said. Anyway, that's tomorrow. Your guess is the orders came down from her boss, who, from what you've gathered, is even more of a head case than your presently incarcerated superior. When she starts kicking up a fuss, yelling at people, forking any poor slob unfortunate enough to make a misstep while grooming her hair, you know too well that's the frustration of an exasperated first officer. Would almost make you feel sympathy for the witch if you, like she, weren't clinically psychopathic. She's never copped to it, but you just know she's got some schemes on the side. Every good right hand is gonna have something up its sleeve, some sort of contingency plan the boss doesn't know about. Trust you on that one. She's cooking something. It probably has something to do with the new prisoner she reeled in. You don't know what she wants with the girl yet, but she's always got something cooking or baking. Whatever, the point is, the woman spends a lot of time in the kitchen. Well, she is the better witch, you know. DD, check on prisoner. Speaking of the new prisoner, you wonder how the old one is doing. You're not gonna check on the new one. She's out of your jurisdiction. Like you said, the witch has her schemes. Whatever they are, you're going to leave that alone. You're more curious about the status of the fellow you captured 153 days ago. So you're talking about that or what? The new prisoner's probably Roxy, I guess? You take a stroll through the Durst Penitentiary. This is where the Gen Pop is housed. For inmates, life is usually unpleasant and short down here, but the moment you laid eyes on the human prisoner, you knew you could never in good conscience lock him up in the dungeons and gulags with the common thieves, tax cheats, and parking fee delinquents. That would be a crime worse than those committed by all the inmates combined. No, a man of such distinction and strong fashion sense needed special accommodations, a cell reserved for very important prisoners. DD, proceed to solitary confinement suite. It's gotta be Dad. Going up. Dad is just chilling here, man. What? Caliborn, I knew he weren't dead, you liar face. The prisoner appears to be doing well. You ask if you can get him anything? Coffee? A newspaper? Additional smoking apparatus? He indicates that since he lost his wallet, he's been running low on pipe tobacco. You say you'll see to it at once. While this is a maximum security suite that is virtually impossible to escape from, you've made it clear to all personnel that anyone who harms a hair on this man's head will have to answer to you. They are all very fortunate that his head doesn't seem to have any. Oh, is that bald? God damn, he is good at shaving. Oh, I see, okay. You are not afraid to admit your envy when it comes to his prowess with a straight edge, not even to speak of his natural ability to grow whiskers in the first place, the lucky stiff. DD, ask what prisoner is doing. I don't know, having a good old time? No need to ask, you can plainly see he's conducting some rather serious business with his mobile device. The network restricts access to within theirs only, so he can't contact the nobles and do anything sneaky, but at his request, you have set up a kingdom-wide network to trade online tips with other dirt sites pertaining to his interests, notably fashion. He's literally being treated like VIP. In the weeks since his arrest, the captive has become something of a celebrity on Durst. His impeccable sense of business-like attire has taken the kingdom by storm, and now trends feverishly among social networking groups. Okay, there's only one social networking group, but it's trending feverishly in that one. You can't say you've been totally imperious to the craze yourself, nor can you say you weren't shamelessly complicit in promoting it. Hell, you can even say you didn't mandate certain dress code modifications throughout the kingdom, enforced under penalty of death? Nope, can't really say you can say any of that stuff. I don't think we've seen these people before, because on John's phone or PDA thing, there was also like these kind of chat things. But I think that was called Fedora or something else. I don't remember. Hat liker at all. Help, need help. One dapper black shell. Is that a carapacian, person? At Hat liker, state business. Finery fiend at Hat liker, question mark. No need for pants, thanks. At Hat Liker, I'm very concerned. Tell me what is wrong. Pipe Fan 413, is that Dad? Yes, at Hat Liker, we are here for you. Hat Liker, I sat on my favorite hat. What is this weird ass conversation? No need for pants, thanks. At Hat Liker, gas. Finery Fiend. At Hat Liker, exclamation point. Chuffed about dudes. How many people are in this damn chat, man? It's way too much. At Hat Liker, this is not a black day for you. My condolences. Hat Liker, it was an accident. Afraid hat is ruined. Please advise. What more socks says at Hat Liker are at least socks okay? Hat Liker says at what more socks? Yes, socks are okay. What more socks says at Hat Liker, did you sit on socks too? Hat Liker says at what more socks? No, did not sit on socks. I do not think sitting on socks would be a problem though. What more socks says at Hat Liker, no, it is doubtful. Fair enough. One damper black shell says at Hat Liker, need more information before can advise. Please state your weight. No need for pants, thanks, says at Hat Liker, agreed. Exactly how much vertical pressure was applied to top of the hat? Finery Fiend says at Hat Liker, report extent of damage to hat. Hat Liker says, not sure. Hat in bad shape. Does not resemble a hat much anymore. Considerably less handsome. More like rumpled head object now. One dapper black shell says, at Hat Liker, attempt to rectify hat integrity. Use same blunt instrument which got you into mess in first place. Hat Liker says, at one damper black shell, thank you for advice. Do you mean my bottom? One dapper black shell says at Hat Liker, yes. What more socks says at Hat Liker, yes, agreed with one dapper black shell. Hat unsit on hat. Finery Fiend says at what more socks, can one unsit on a hat? What more socks says at Finery Fiend, maybe, I don't know. Chuffed about duds says at Hat Liker, turn hat upside down, then sit on hat. These are all very dumb advice. One dapper black shell says at Hat Liker, yes, agreed with chuffed about duds. Sit on upside down hat to unrumple. Pipe Fan 413 says at Hat Liker, these men are leading you astray. Yeah, they are. Sitting on the hat again will only cause it further damage. No need for pants, thanks, says at Pipe Fan 413. This will be the case even if the rumple hat is inverted. Pipe Fan 413 says at no need for pants, thanks. Yes, this will be the case regardless of the hat's orientation. Finery Fiend says, greatly respect Pipe Fan's 413's knowledge of finery. I endorse his warning. Chuffed about dud says, Finery Fiend, me too. One dapper black shell says at Finery Fiend, so do I. What more sucks says, on Pipe Fan's 413's recommendation, I withdraw my motion to unsit on the hat. What more socks changes status to apologetic. That's a status? Ridiculous conversation. Serious business. How serious is this? Hat Liker says at what more socks. Okay, I am now refraining from unsitting on hat. Hat Liker says at all other ideas. Chuffed about duds says at Hat Liker, yes. Hat Liker says at chuffed about duds, go on, chuffed about duds. Chuffed about duds says at Hat Liker, do you suppose it is possible that rumpled head object may have intrinsic value? Finery Fiend says at chuffed about duds, I do not understand. Chuffed about duds says at Finery Fiend, thinking outside the shell here. At Hat Liker, perhaps bring rumpled object to haberdasher for appraisal. One dapper black shell says at chuffed about duds, you suspect damage from bottom has caused hat to appreciate. Finery Fiend says at chuffed about duds, fascinating point of speculation, I wonder. No need for pants says at chuffed about duds, if that is case, perhaps sitting on hat has released fashionable properties, heretofore concealed by unrumpled condition. One dapper black shell says at no need for pants thanks, you are suggesting the damaged hat will look more dapper? No need for pants thanks says at one dapper black shell, it is a possibility. Want more socks says, add one dapper black shell. Oh, what if Hat Liker struts in public wearing new rumpled head object with pride? Want more socks says, oh, what if Hat Liker begins new fashion sensation? Finery Fiend says, want more socks, what an exciting thing that would be. Hat Liker says, want more socks, I want to be popular and famous, but I do not think I have the courage. Want more socks says, Hat Liker, what if you were to have company in wearing a damaged hat? No need for pants thanks says, want more socks, yes, maybe I will sit on my favorite hat as well. Finery Fiend says, no need for pants thanks, yes, me too. One dapper black shell says, Finery Fiend, let us all create rebel head objects, wear proudly. Pipefan 413 says, oh, I cannot condone this activity, gentlemen. One dapper black shell says, Pipefan 413, why not, Pipefan 413? Finery Fiend says, Pipefan 413, why not? No need for pants thanks says, Pipefan 413, why not? Want more socks says, Pipefan 413, why not? Hat Liker says, Pipefan 413, why not, Pipefan 413? Chuff about does, they're all saying the goddamn same thing. Pipefan 413, why not? The Dignitary, glad you're joining the conversation. Says, Hat Liker, incinerate the damaged hat immediately. The Dignitary says, do not ever wear such a thing in public. Finery Fiend, exclamation points. Chuffed about Dud says, burn the hat. No need for pants thanks says, burn the hat. Want more socks says, burn it. One dapper black shell says, burn the rumpled hat. Hat Liker says, I am burning the hat. Want more socks says, sitting on the hat was terrible. No need for pants thanks says, burn all rumpled hats. Chuffed about Dud says, they aren't dapper at all. One dapper black shell says, burn the mistake with fire. What is this conversation? It's so horrid. Is this the Saddest drinking her tab? Hick? Is that your name? H-I-C? Hick? Yo, I can't deal with this prissy hat chat no more. Public works my ass, what a waste of royal gold. Chuff about Duds change his status to Bowie. Bowie? Or Bowie? Want more socks change his status to Bowie. No need for pants thanks change his status to Bowie. Finery changes to Bowie. Hat Liker changes to Bowie. And then one dapper black shell changes to Bowie. This is what I get for letting all proper dudes run shit instead of nasty clowns. The Dignitary changes status to doffing hat. At the Dignitary, I want my ring back, motherfuck. Or motherfuck. Years in the future. Minus several. So like the present, right? The heck? Is this a young Roxy? Roxy, examine Wizardfic journal. Oh, you write Wizardfic too? Wizardry? Herbert. Okay. Roxy, open to random page. Did. I think you were supposed to just tackle him. Beatrix said looking... Is that in here? Okay. I think you were supposed to just tackle him, Beatrice said, looking all kinds of put off. Wizardy Herbert reached down to the body of the fictional camper he just shot and picked up the flag. Same difference. Is it? This is some lame magical version of capture the flag. The book wanted me to capture the flag from him. The flag has now been captured. Anyway, he's just a kind of brainless puppet. Then what are we? She asked. I don't know. Brainless puppets who've spent a few years in the real world. Kinda like everyone else, I suppose. Jeez, that's cynical. Anyway, you're the one who said we should let the story play out the way it's supposed to. I'm just pointing out your own rules. Herbert made a dismissal gesture with his smoking gun. These punks were starting to get on my nerves. We're making progress anyway. See? Listen to that. Russet's scene is coming up. If I remember right, this is the one that introduces his reoccurring love interest. Also, I guess the chief bad guy? I mean, sorta? She listened. There was yelling through the woods. It was coming closer. Help! Herb! Bee! Where are you? What the heck is this? The three Serpenook scoundrels flew through the woods on their magical flying wooden harnesses. They were chasing poor Russet. Russet held onto the crow's nest flag for dear life. He was a little scared, but mostly brave, not afraid of those Serpenook cowards. They caught up with him and then they knocked him down. His wand flew away out of reach. Hey Clove, not so tight, or not so taut. Are you without your fancy wand? He was one of the Serpent books, boys, and he sounded quite brash. Another one said, you think you're so hot with all your charm and good looks? Well, let's do something about that pretty face. Ha ha ha. Then they started beating him up. Why is this? Is this like an insert? Herbert, ow, we do something? Ow, son of a... This can't be right. Herbert aimed carefully with his Beretta at the head of Russ's assailant. He was way serious and stone cold about it. He was not going to miss. I bet he's gonna miss. Bang! He missed. Beatrice was grabbing his arm, redirecting his aim. Herbert, you have to stop. Why, Beatrice? He said with a super sly smile. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were taking some enjoyment from watching your dear pal Russell smackdown. What? No. She didn't let go of his arm, but he wouldn't quit his douchey smile. She went on. You can't just keep offing fictional characters. It's, I don't know, irresponsible. Yeah. Besides, you know the scene is supposed to play out like this. Russell is supposed to get rescued. How is he supposed to get rescued if the bullies are dead? You can't just go around changing things. I guess you're right. Herbert holstered his gun, admiring a few more choice sucker punches to Russ's midriff. Oof, did I want to leave a mark? Beatrice regained her calm. So who's this guy that's supposed to save him? She asked. You say he's the villain? Here he comes now. A mysterious and alluring voice came out of nowhere. Go easy on him, fellas. Leave this one to me. It was so brash and arrogant. Just the sound of him made you mad. The boy stepped aside. The leader of Serpent came forward. Russet was bruised and sore. Russet opened his eyes and saw someone so handsome. He had never seen a boy so intriguing and beautiful before. He had black hair and glasses and about 100 merit badges. Beatrice squinted at the Serpent boy. She didn't know why she couldn't see it coming. Grant? The boy stooped down and gave Russet his hand to take. He said, I'm afraid I have to take your flag from you. You see, it belongs to me in Fort Serpenook. However, Russet was very intrigued. I will decide not to take your flag if you promise me a favor later on from now. A favor? Russet said, but he was barely listening. The resemblance to his real-life friend was uncanny. He was sure it was him, but here in this dumb prison, he was no more than a soulless mannequin dreamt up to recite insipid horseshit. You have to promise me that when the time cones, you will betray your friends and help me, he said arrogantly. Russet was outraged by this, and yet he couldn't help but feel strongly drawn toward this magnificent, handsome boy. Russet said defiantly. Actually, he said it like a zombie. Never! I'll never betray my friends. I should have known. You are truthfully loyal to your friends, as I expected as much. What is your name? Russet, he whispered. What is this bad fanfiction? Pleased to meet you, Russet, even if you are the enemy. Allow me to introduce myself. The guy paused to remove his glasses and polish them on his sash. It came off as a seriously dramatic gesture, just as intended and also as explicitly stated in the text. My name is Slinus. Slinus Marlevort. What kind of name is that? Roxy, jump ahead a little. Sports. Giant ass sports in here. Herbert and Beatrice were dressed in fanciful athletic gear. That's what kids wear when they're about to embark on a journey to compete in some irrational magic sports. Herbert had tucked under his arm a big stitched-up leather ball with golden springs poking out of it for no good goddamn reason. It was called a scub bump. Beatrice had propped on her shoulder this funnel thing to be worn as a glove called a gimmich horn, a crucial appendage for any Drussel scooper worth her salt. They'd been selected probably for some valorous deeds they did to represent Fort Crow's Nest in this highly whimsical sports event. Russet was there too, but he didn't get chosen to play in the sports due to some poorly explained stuff that no reasonable person could possibly care about, even if offered loads of cash. He was mainly jacked into the scene to wave goodbye and wish them luck, which he begrudgingly did. He also put in some time dodging questions and averting eye contact from his friends. He was being a champion at that. Russet, answer me, Beatrice demanded. Why the heck didn't you tell us? Or tell Grant for that matter? Herbert wasn't paying much attention, so Russet was moody and cryptic and didn't tell people some stuff. What a bombshell. He worried at one of the springs poking out of this out of his redonkulous ball. It made a sprawling sound like a mouth harp and broke off. He wondered if the springs served any actual purpose. The springs did not serve any actual purpose. How could you keep something like that from everyone that you knew all along? I just wanted what was best for Grant, he finally said. She had tons of questions but couldn't settle on the next one to ask. She wasn't about to let good body language go to waste, so she did kind of what mimes do when they don't like something you said. How long did he know Grant was from this dogshit wizard fic? How'd he escape in the first place? Was it really his spell that sealed him here? How long had he been planning this? She guessed that would explain why he had an absurdly obvious pseudonym. Grant Ananima? Yeah, like that's a real name. Great job, bro. Or should she say, slickness? She wondered if his bogus name wasn't an anagram for something. Like a clue dangled under their noses. Magic bad guys do love their anagrams. They are just so damn clever. And when you finally figure them out, it's like, whoa, instant mindfuck. He's quite a troubled person, you know, B. Herbert looked up from his scub bump. Well, if Russet thinks so, then... She gave up on the interrogation. When you're dealt a shit sandwich, why go to war over who baked the bread? Russet could stuff his dumb secrets in a sack for all she cared. What did she ever see in this moping tool? She never thought she would long for those times before they met. The old questing days before all this started. She was never exactly psyched to watch Herbert assault a crazy old wizard with a pistol, but now... Okay, she wasn't saying she wanted to see any more wizards get shot. She just meant she would trade all the badges in the world to go back to when things were simpler. It was time to go. The narrative's invisible conductor let them know with the arrival of a carriage. It was drawn by two floating, perfectly immobile wooden horses. Herbert read this thing 100 times, but still couldn't understand the author's fascination with flying rigid wooden horses. Herbert held open the door with a bow and gestured her in with ironic chivalry. The text didn't let it go unsaid. That was meant as a big fuck you to Russet, thus keeping their rivalry brewing. But in truth, neither dude was feeling it this time. Beatrice got in, and they were off. Rigid horses, carriage and all into the sky. They turned around in their seats and waved to Russet below, because a poorly written sentence said they were supposed to. Beatrice smacked her forehead. Not an anagram, she quoted from her brain. What? He asked. That fucker! Roxy skipped to the end. What the heck is this weird story I'm reading? Herbert took a swipe at the clumsy yet elusive scub bump. The orb ducked under his arm and shambled on his way like a husky beetle with some stuff to do over there. The crowd of almost people roared generically at the almost snatch. The maneuver, if successful, would have locked the score at Queen 6 Love, which really would have just been, wow, something else. Possibly exciting? Herbert still didn't quite understand the rules for the game, and judging by the antics of all the other boobs on their floating wooden horses, the author didn't either. Herbert struggled to turn his horse around to pursue the scub bump, but his mount of rigid lumber was unresponsive. As much as he reminded himself, he just couldn't get used to the fact that the story was in control of the horses. Dead ahead was the league's elite Dreadsoul Scooper, who was fussing with the laces on her gimmage horn while her horse idled. She looked up. Herbert, watch where you're going. I can't. I think the book wants us to crash. Beatrice thought about it. She almost kicked the sides of her inert stallion to prod it along, but caught herself. Do we really have to? Herbert shrugged. Another solid half-minute of awkward horse advancement went by before the creaking oaken collision. Herbert tumbled through the air and hit the grass pitch hard on his back. Beatrice landed on top of him. They found each other face to face. Is she serious with this? She asked, regarding the hella subtle way the author decided to craft this situation. It was like puppetry in motion plus hornseth. Is this like Roxy writing fic in which the characters are breaking the fourth wall and talking to the author? What even? I'm afraid so. I think the story is building romantic tension between us. It is? It was not a question, but a statement of major concord. Correction, CERN. Yes, it is establishing. She must have wrote this when she was drunk. The groundwork for romance between our characters is sort of the one token heterosexual romance in the book. We probably just have to write it out. Beatrice didn't know what the feeling of color red was, but She Cloud could swear the feeling. She could swear the feeling was creeping onto her face. Don't write with drunk, you Lucy Dumbo. Roxy, don't write while drunk. Yeah, don't write while you're drunk. You decided to take your own advice. You just wait a few hours to sober up before continuing your hero's meta-textual adventures to an even crappier wizard fic than your own, which you yourself wrote anyway. Contrary to what your loyal readership of Zero may believe, being impaired is not actually constructive to the process of engineering awful prose. Well, looks like your alien pal wants to say hi anyway. Might as well pass the time chatting with her. Oh, what just happened? Power. Your home suddenly loses power due to the storm, which makes no sense. All devices in your house are powered by the portable green hubs you stole from the lab. That's weird. Your laptop continues to run on battery power regardless. Roxy, answer Yu. This must be the past, cause Yu's still here. Uranian Umbra Yu began cheering tipsy nostalgic TG. Hey Yu! Thanks God you just cheered me. Correction, cheered. You saved me from myself, from making more rude crimes against literature. Derp. See what I mean? Okay, you just like yeah, Calliope? What gives? Wait, how do I know your name? Oh, is this a memory? I don't remember you telling it to me, but somehow I know. It's Calliope. Wait, does that mean this is Calliope's dream self here? But she's not saying anything. Say something. Man, I am drunk enough without having to solve your dot puzzles. Am I even drunk? Actually, I don't think so. Why did I think I was? What is happening here? Calliope, talk to me. Okay, Roxy, you're knocked out, so you're dreaming right now, but what's happening? Huh? What was that? Thought I heard something. Roxy, look out window. That's a window? I mean, I guess it's a window. Is there something out here? How is that possible? When the window has no power. Oh, it's the crack in reality, I guess. I don't know. What the fuck is that? It is like a Technicolor dream crack in the spooky void. Why not say anything, you? And what is that? Being so suspicious and shady. Is it? Hey, it looks familiar. It's their thing. Could it be? Oh, a Serenity. This thing is it showed up when like Celeborn was born, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god, it's Twinkly Herbert. Haha, what a pal. All coming to see me from infinite nowhere. Roxy, say hello. Twinkly Herb, I didn't expect to find you here. Actually, where do I know you from? This is driving me crazy. When did we meet? You just exclamation point now? Wait, you're gonna talk to me in Morse code now? Kelly, god damn it, can't you see I'm catching up with a good friend? If you want to join the conversation, feel free to start speaking in something other than a lot of— wait. Was the other dots Morse code? Probably not, so maybe this is Morse code. Hold on, I gotta freaking pull out a Morse code decoder. Okay, Morse code decoded. I don't know why she's speaking like this though, unless she's like speaking through Serenity. So if you, where do we leave? Can you say pitching with a good friend? If you want to join a conversation, feel free to start speaking something other than loaded dots. Okay, and then you was saying shh. Oh, shh. Sorry, had no idea you were saying shush. But okay, I'll be quiet. Thank you. No probs. I also got no idea why I can suddenly understand Morse code, which you're all but blinking at me through Twinkly. I don't get it. The short answer is you are having a dream. Yeah, that is a short answer. What's the long answer? Oh god, it's more Morse code. There will be plenty of time to talk soon, but let's please keep a low profile for now. Okay, fair enough. This is a dream. Now shit kinda starts making sense. Your soul is like presenting itself to my subconscious in the form of Twinkly Herbert. Or maybe your soul was always in Twinkly, or... oh man, theories are hard. I am being an embarrassment to science here. So... Whoops, OMG. Don't mistake my 4 dots for letters, K. Callie / Twinkly. You. Low, but, wait. Is she saying you or is she like, you? I don't know, whatever. Low, but, what exactly are we being quiet for? So my brother doesn't hear us. Oh noes, you mean he's here? Already? Yes, he is passing nearby while doing damage to the furthest ring. He is following a large party of ghosts in hopes they will lead him to me. His intent is to destroy my soul. Aw, dang. Well, don't worry, Callie. I won't let your bro kill your soul. You are very sweet. I miss you, Roxy. But there is not much you can do at the moment, other than remain discreet. Let's continue this elsewhere. Follow me. Okay, where are we going? Away from the dream bubble or something? Hey, wait for me! Roxy, exit room. Did your clothes just change? The heck? The fuck? What happened to my house? Some stuff is different. I don't remember this. Callie, do you know what's going on? No, but let's keep going. And what am I even wearing? What are these clothes? It appears to be the outfit of a fashionable science woman? Oh yeah, like a sexy science lady suit. That's pretty cool, I guess. Roxy, examine painting. Well, isn't this your house? Or maybe this is Rose's house? Hello, and what have we here? Oh my god. It's a wizard. You're a wizard! Oh my god, that wizard! See, Rose, your mom does love wizards. You were, misunderstanding her all this time. Heck yes, he's so perf. Kelly, check him out. That ain't even a painting. It's so shitty. Did someone, grab a random ass low-res wallpaper off the internet of a jolly wizard doing what appears to be the world's dumbest spell and saved at low quality? Then just, printed it way too huge? Lamal. And then there's, some weird face. It's not even scaled proportionally. It's stretched extra wide to fit this expensive as fuck frame. Is that shit literal solid gold? I can't even deal. Whoever did this was a wonderful genius. Yes, but we have to go. Yeah, I'm coming. Sheesh, Callie. You gotta stop and sniff some roses now and then. By which I mean, I'll go some garish wall wizards. Such are the simple joys of life. Anyway, in conclusion and in summary, that wizard. Roxy, continue. Boo, yes, more choice Zards. Don't worry, I won't stand around fangirling over these ones. Well, maybe for a second. Look at that one. Dude means business with his resplendent beam of pure white superstition? Hey wait, you're getting away from me. Then hurry up! Hold on, what was that? Callie, hang on. Is there someone else in here? Is Rose here? It's the same thing. Callie, wait. Calliope! Was that? What was that actually? I didn't get a good look. Is it not adult Rose? Oh, it was a con dance! Well, you are dreaming. Was that? And then Calliope says, this way! Last scamper out of there. Is she here? Is the better witch here in my house? Remember, you're only dreaming. All that you see is coming from your memories and subconscious. Okay, I will keep telling myself that. It is only a dream, it is only a dream. Ugh, my dream nerves are a wreck. I wonder if my dream house has any dream booze. No, bad dream, Roxy. Must not fall off the dream wagon. Shh. Through here. Okay, after you. We will have more privacy here. More privacy? You mean in the observatory? Not exactly. Roxy, go through. The heck is this? This ain't the house. This is the logo. I mean the house, but not quite. What is this? What is this bizarre? It's this thing again. What is this thing? It's like first I got a... Wait a minute. That looked like the arm for a second there, doesn't it? What is this all? This is all very suspicious. First he had that weird mysterious hand popping out all the time, and now it's this swirl again. What is it? You know, besides the cheeks on Lord English's face, but you know. All very mysterious. What is happening here? It's not even like a staircase, just walk around this whole thing to go to the center. What is this mysterious spiral? Oh, whoa. Is this Calliope? What are you doing here, girl? Well, guys, before we have Roxy turn around and probably be very shocked at seeing what Calliope really looks like, let's end the episode here and catch up on... There's actually not much to catch up because I feel like the majority of this was kind of like filler because, you know, the teen drama with Jake and all that biz doesn't really add anything to the story, I feel like, and that's just like teenage drama stuff, and then what happened after that? I feel like not much happened, like the dirt stuff, all the little with Dad and you know the dignitary. That was like, I mean, at least it lets us know Dad is still alive. I had a feeling he was alive, you know. Pretty sure Kelly Moore was just being a douche and lying to us because that's what he does. And I just don't even want to read his annoying sexual harassment chat logs because they're just so obnoxious. They don't add anything except, you know, I mean, we already know he's a douche. We don't really need any more of that. But now, finally, we're gonna probably have Roxy meet Calliope and maybe figure some stuff out because she's dead, but like her dream stuff is still here. I don't know how this stuff works. It's very complicated. I still haven't even wrapped my head around the two of them sharing a body. I just don't understand how that works, but in any case, I think we're probably gonna have them chat and maybe figure some stuff out because it seems like the name calling thing doesn't work because she's dead. It only wakes her up if she's still alive, but she's dead. But, you know, finding her is one step towards defeating Lord English, so we gotta get our things in order here, you know, once we get past all the teen drama. But I don't know how this is gonna work out. We'll just have to see. But for now, I will leave the episode here, so thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what you think about it, and I will see you guys in the next video.